inside Fire Station 1.
This is amazing. I had no idea this was happening.
A pop-up barbershop took place Wednesday to shave heads in a show of solidarity for fellow firefighter Christian Warby.
I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma in October of last year.
21 of Warby's firefighting family from the Coon Rapids Fire Department went under the clippers.
It's just one small gesture that we can do for Christian and his family, and just to let them know that we're there in spirit with them in this tough time.
It's just amazing to see the support of the fire community. They've all really come together and surrounded us as a family.
There you go. That feels good. That's kind of what you're looking for right here.
Warby, a career firefighter with Coon Rapids since 2014, will be away from his family for stem cell treatment at the Mayo Clinic.
The deal with multiple myeloma is, as things stand, unfortunately, it's incurable, but it is very treatable.
Fire service, we're all brothers. So we know he's going to be going through a lot over the next few months, so we all wanted to shave our head for that.
Colleen will have to manage her son's 7-year-old Fletcher and 2-year-old Archer for the next 6 weeks.
We're offering Colleen and his family any support we can while he goes through this.
We're just kind of figuring out our new norm and figuring out our day-to-day.
I come from a culture with a lot of contact.
And so, with his extended firefighter family, all shaved, Christian knows they have his back.
I knew they were stepping up and supporting me, but just like this display of support, it's amazing.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, April 5th City Council meeting. A vacant building in Riverdale will soon be demolished to make way for a new development. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved the preliminary and final plat, which allows for the redevelopment of the Golden Corral site. Plans call for the demolition of the current building, which will be replaced with 2 new buildings that will house 3 businesses, 2 of those being chain restaurants. Mod Pizza will serve individual artisan-style pizzas along with salads. Cafe Zupa serves salads, soups, bowls, and sandwiches. The other tenant is Chapter Aesthetic Studio, which provides non-surgical and cosmetic treatments. The intersection in front of Mercy Hospital will soon get a new traffic signal. This week, the City Council approved a joint powers agreement with Anoka County for the improvements at Blackfoot Street and Coon Rapids Boulevard. In addition to a new light, improvements will be made to the pedestrian curb ramps and sidewalk connections to meet ADA standards. The new traffic signal will also have flashing yellow left turn arrows. His face is familiar, but he has a new role with the Coon Rapids Police Department.
I, Jack Johnson.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Jack Johnson was sworn in as the city's newest police officer on Tuesday night. He was hired by the department as a community service officer back in 2018 and promoted to a police officer trainee last November. His mom pinned on his new police badge, which is number 183. Congratulations to Officer Johnson. And that's a quick recap of the April 5th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN YouTube channel.
I know that there's been discussions about this for a while, and to see it come to fruition is pretty exciting news.
The city and county, along with the school district, recently learned they have secured a nearly $500,000 grant from the state to improve pedestrian safety along Northdale Boulevard in front of Coon Rapids High School.
Traffic goes pretty steady here, and sometimes, just the system we have set up right now, sometimes people have gotten numb to it, right? And so it doesn't stand out.
One of the biggest components of the project will be to relocate the existing main crosswalk further to the east to better align with the high school's new main entrance and the stadium on the other side of Northdale Boulevard. Pedestrians will actually push a button to activate the crossing lights.
Our goal is to improve pedestrian safety, make drivers more aware of the crosswalks that are present on Northdale, make them more apparent.
In addition to relocating the main crosswalk, the work will include making the crosswalk at Wren Street on the west side of the high school more visible to traffic, adding speed limit and speed display signs in the school zone, as well as some sidewalk improvements at the driveway exit of the school onto Northdale Boulevard. The project is planned for the summer of 2023.
We're very excited that we were successful in this grant and looking forward to the opportunity to improve safety.
The pandemic changed a lot of things, including the livelihood of Andover resident Jess Spa. The catering chef found herself out of a job in 2020.
People were not gathering the way they used to, and food wasn't being catered in.
So she decided to try something new and opened her own business called Nutrition Haven.
This really just kind of came into my life, this opportunity at the perfect moment, and I just kind of decided to listen to the universe and really pursue something that I had kind of dreamed about for a while.
Now she spends her days inside a storefront off Coon Rapids Boulevard, not far from Anoka Ramsey Community College, where she took classes before transferring to Minnesota State University Mankato. Nutrition Haven, which opened last summer, makes everything from healthy shakes and energy teas to protein coffee and oatmeal. There's also pre- and post-workout options.
We really are bringing some good vibes back into the community over here, which is super fun. I found out through this that I'm actually super passionate about helping people and helping raise money for different needs in the community as well.
Last fall, Spa's business organized a 5K which raised more than $1,000 for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. She is currently in the process of figuring out the next fundraiser. The business also hosts fun events like a sip and paint and trunk or treat.
I just am super excited to be here and to be a part of this growing community over here in Coon Rapids, and I definitely look forward to meeting everybody.
It hardly feels like it, but it's already time to start thinking about this year's 4th of July celebration. The Coon Rapids Firecracker 5K is back this year. Registration is now underway for the event, which will take place on July 4th at 8 a.m. New this year, race day registration is not allowed. You must pre-register online at runcr.org. Be sure to sign up by May 31st for the early bird discount. Each participant receives a t-shirt, sunglasses, swag bag, and free drink ticket. Runners are encouraged to wear their best patriotic costume. Prizes are awarded for the top 3 male and top 3 female finishers. One of the oldest parks in Coon Rapids is due for a makeover, and the city wants your input. We're talking about Al Flynn Park, which is located off 100th Lane behind Lilliput. Improvements could include new playground equipment, active areas, and other amenities. A public open house will take place Monday, April 11th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at Coon Rapids City Hall. The open house will offer interactive displays, kids games, and family fun. It's your chance to share ideas and ask questions. Design options will then be developed later this spring. Your input and vision will play an important role in creating a unique, inclusive, and welcoming destination for the community to gather, play, and relax.
Highway 10 in Anoka was reduced to 1 lane in each direction today from Sunfish Lake Boulevard in Ramsey all the way to Highway 47 Ferry Street. You can expect single-lane traffic all summer long and into the fall.
It is going to be congested, and there are going to be delays.
MnDOT spokesman Kent Bernard says the first part of the project will be to build new interchanges at Fair Oak Avenue and Thurston Avenue. Crews will be closing Thurston Avenue on March 29th. The road will stay closed through midsummer. Local access to the Highway 10 service road will remain open. Also on March 29th, crews will close the median at Fair Oak Avenue. The closure is needed to install temporary retaining walls for a bridge to be constructed over Fair Oak.
We've got some weekend closures that'll be coming up. People are going to have to watch for that, and we are going to be detouring traffic.
Starting on April 4th, crews will start work on the Rum River Bridge. The bridge will be torn down and rebuilt about 2 feet higher to allow for marine traffic on the river. MnDOT reminds drivers that all construction activities are weather dependent and subject to change. Their best advice for drivers:
You don't have to come up here and you don't have to drive through Anoka. We're suggesting you stay out of the area, maybe use Highway 610, Interstate 94, or some other route to get out of here.
You can get real-time information on the project by going to 511mn.org. You can also sign up for emails directly from MnDOT.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, March 22nd City Council meeting. A major step forward this week for a project that will bring a new fire station to town. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved the bids and awarded contracts for the construction of a new Fire Station 3. The station will be located at the corner of 111th Avenue and Mississippi Boulevard, across from Anoka Ramsey Community College. The City Council also hired Kinghorn Construction as the construction manager for the project. Groundbreaking is expected to take place this spring, and construction will take just over a year to complete. The Coon Rapids Police Department is getting a new drone. A public hearing was held this week as required by state statute, but nobody spoke. The police department purchased an entry-level device back in 2020 and has 8 officers licensed and trained to use it. The new drone has enhanced heat signature capability, longer running duration, multiple camera improvements, and a searchlight. Due to redistricting following the 2020 census, the City Council has adopted an emergency ordinance that includes a slight change to ward boundaries in Coon Rapids. The change affects about 250 residents who live on the north side of Northdale Boulevard, just west of Foley Boulevard. Those residents will be shifting from Ward 2 to Ward 5 and will therefore be voting at a different polling location starting with the primary election on August 9th. The city charter has a requirement that wards not deviate more than 5% in population between the smallest and largest wards. And that's a quick recap of the March 22nd City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN YouTube channel. It is Food Share Month, a time to help stock food shelves across the state. This week, CTN Steve Antis stopped by the ACBC food shelf in Anoka to see how things are going and find out what's needed.
How's your day today? We want it to be like a grocery store. We want people to feel good when they come in here.
With a friendly, open-door policy, the ACBC food shelf in Anoka stands ready to meet food insecurity in the community.
So families coming in have increased by 25%. We've actually added some more hours to our services because we're just booked every day.
Executive Director Stephanie Lehman relies on a team of volunteers to make the food shelf run smoothly. However, they are concerned about a recent shift in donations.
Relative to last year, we're pretty similar on food donations. However, our financial donations have dropped by about 45%.
That's a big concern given that March is Minnesota Food Share Month, a time when financial gifts are key.
$1 donated in is almost $8 worth of food purchase. So we can buy more, but we can also buy very specific. So if we need toilet paper this week, we can buy toilet paper.
ACBC recently became the first food shelf in the state to join the Commodities Supplemental Food Program. It provides an extra box of food each month for lower income adults aged 60 and over.
What they do is they come in, they fill out a menu, and then they go in and do their regular food shop. So this is just additional food items that are really specific, healthy, nutritious food.
The ACBC food shelf has been around for over 50 years, and they plan to continue their mission well into the future.
We're really just thankful for our community.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.
That was Steve Antis reporting. The March Food Share campaign actually runs until April 10th. Statewide, last year's campaign brought in more than 6 million pounds of food and more than $13 million.